Alright, so today we will start talking about locations and location hierarchies. Now, this is again a different concept. Locations is not a typical organization in the sense that locations are. We do not have any security configuration for locations. Okay, like we do not have any role that we assign to a location. But the other types of organizations, like your company, cost center region, retiree organization, those are all organization types. But a location is not typically considered to be an organization. This is an interview question. That's why I'm stressing this point. Location is not a typical organization. Because it's not a typical organization, it doesn't have a security attribute to it. We cannot have any roles assigned to a location. Okay, but apart from that, location has a lot of attributes which are similar to organization structures. Okay, they are generally considered to be an organization, but technically it is not a full-fledged organization. So locations. Why do we need to create locations? We already have, like you might say that we already have New York and Chicago and everything present in our system. Why do we need to create a new location? Well, the values that we have in the system are only for our training and demonstration purposes. The real organization for whom we are configuring and implementing Workday, their locations will be unique, right? Right. We cannot have that pre-configured into Workday. Isn't it? So let's say that a company is a new company. It has started to subscribe to Workday. So yeah, we will start creating their physical locations. The locations that we create in Workday are logical entities for the actual physical workspaces or the physical buildings. The physical office spaces, training centers that actually exist. Right, so we are just creating the place of record. We are just creating an entry for them in the system. Okay, so locations are used to track the business assets and the actual physical workspaces. Like, let's say, your organization has an office in, let's say, 23 Wall Street. Floor number 10 or wing. That's the actual physical space. That's the actual physical address. Then we would need to create a location in Workday, and in the address attribute we will specify that. Right. Then why are locations important? Because locations are also used to default certain data values, like your date formats, your time zones, your currencies. We can figure that in the location. And each location that we will create or configure. We will select or we will designate a proper usage type with that particular location. Now, what kind of location it is? Is it a business asset? Is it a site? Is it a training location? Is it a bar location? Is it a shipping location? Is it a warehouse? What kind of location? What is the usage of that particular physical workspace? So now remember that when you are going to hire workers into a location, that location has to have a usage type as a business site. This is very important. You can create bar locations, shipping locations, etc. But if you are planning to hire workers in a particular location, that location must have a usage as a business site. Okay. So now, once we configure a business site, it will also ask us to create a business site. So now, once we configure a business site, it will also ask us to create a business site. So now, once we configure a business site, it will ask us to create a business site. So now, once we configure a business site, it will also ask us to create a business site. So for the time profile now, time profile, designate how much time per week the workers are expected to work in that particular location to be considered as a full-time employee. Now, let's say, in New York, or maybe in Chicago, or maybe in Los Angeles, what is a typical time, number of hours you are expected to work per week? 3 hours. Right, but in some countries it's maybe different. I think for France it is 35. Right, for some countries. I think for Australia it is 38. Right, some countries may be 45. So it varies from country to country, even from industry to industry. Right. In some special industries, like maybe in the manufacturing sector, they may have a different work-like number of scheduled hours. So now let's consider as 40 hours work week. Now, if an employee or if a worker is working for 20 hours per week of not working means it's not like they took a few days off. Not like that, but they are like as part of their contract they are working 20 hours a week. Is that worker a full-time worker or a part-time worker? How did we arrive at this? Worker is a part-time worker. The number of hours that the worker is working, and we are referencing that. We are dividing that by the scheduled hours that the worker is supposed to work in that location to be considered as full-time. Isn't it? Yes, so in that location if it is 40 hours, if a worker is working even 30 hours, then that means that worker is a part-time worker. So in a location we will consider. And we will also use the location to configure the number of hours that workers are typically expected to work in that location to be considered full-time workers. And we will in the location we will also use. We will also use the location to configure certain other defaults, like your currency. So let's say, in the US, people working in the New York location. Yes. We expect that. Yeah, they would be using US dollars as their preferred currency. Now remember that will be the preferred currency for those users. So we will say that, yeah, for us, for New York location, the currency is US dollars. Can the users themselves change the preferred currency for themselves in the preferences? Yes, in the profile, the user profile. Remember, when the user profile you have the option to customize, you have the option to change your time zone. You have the option to change your default currency. Right. The by default. Let's say it is US dollars, so you can change that to maybe euros or rupees or something else. So, but anyway, in a location we will configure those default data values. We will also configure the local, like the country and the time zone. Okay, so we will do that, and a location may roll up to another location. Just like a supervisory organization hierarchy. But still, we will not use this rolling up feature to create a complete hierarchy. We would rather use a location hierarchy kind of object. But a location has the ability to roll up to another location. So let's quickly go ahead and create a location and see it for ourselves. Like, what are the different options when we hired workers? We have to associate a location for that particular worker. But you are correct. We will always hire workers in a supervisory organization. Okay, but when we hire a worker, it is mandatory to associate a location with that particular worker.